Sports. It's the Portland Snowhawks taking on the Miami Dolphins.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Portland Snowhawks. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Cole. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cole. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dixon. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Hammond. From the 31, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Hammond. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Running right, Portis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. Drops this one off to Portis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, they'll find Everett there, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Herbert. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Snowhawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle they go. Cole, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Cole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the play. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning to points for the other side.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Able to slither by. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now a handoff up the middle. Wiggins. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Snowhawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice connection there, finding its target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Up the middle they go. Wiggins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Portland's offense now about set to take over. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Herbert throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Wiggins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now he's flushed out right. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Operating from the gun. Herbert, touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Snowhawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Wiggins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins. And a loose football.
Shut him down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Davis now to return it. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll run on first down. Wiggins, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Herbert off of play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Shepard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Herbert on 1st down now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on fourth down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Miami set to take over. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he loses the football a second time. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now Herbert following the turnover. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 36. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now it's Herbert, eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Wiggins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Back to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Patterson now for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. On first down, it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Dolphins now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. This is where your playoff mettle is tested on the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And that's complete to Davis.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He's back to throw.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Looking to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
What a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd down now, Wiggins. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few 1st downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So they bring out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Now, do you try for more yardage or get to the spot that your kicker wants? Here's 2nd down.
On second down, Wiggins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, Wiggins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Wiggins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next